Why do all your characters end up looking like cousins? Same body, same outfit. The problem usually starts at the torso. Most people draw it the same way every time. I'm guilty of this too. But if you change how you build it, you can create completely different characters before you even touch the arms or legs. So let's fix that now. Because we want variations, right? But where we can experiment a bit, which parts we can exaggerate. We covered the skeleton and the line of action in the last episode, so I've already drawn it here to save time. Now let's build a cartoon upper body on top. Let's simplify the forms we'll build onto these boxy robot-like bodies. And we'll start with a bulky bodybuilder. Start with a big triangle chest on top of the box, then add the slim tummy. It might look a bit wider at the top, but that's actually the back muscles showing from the front. And keep the hips small. Then let's move on to his heavier friend. He's got a big belly, but the chest and hips stay about the same. We can also draw another variation where the whole torso is wider. To do that, we extend the chest area. It then flows into a wider belly and wider hips. Next, let's try a female figure to see the difference between male and female body types. We widen the hips here since women usually have broader hips. Everything else stays normal. And finally, a thin bony guy. For this one, we keep everything very thin and stay close to the box skeleton. If the boxes were too wide before, we can tighten them now and push the extremes more. We finish the sketches exaggerating the chest, hips and tummy in between. Now let's move on to the most interesting part and start fleshing them out. I'm moving to a new layer now. I lower the opacity of these sketches, then draw the final torsos on top. This keeps everything more visible and organized. For this bodybuilder guy, we are drawing a huge upper body with big muscles. The shoulders sit a bit higher because of the muscle mass. The chest is wide and the back muscles are visible even from the front. The hips stay tight. I also need to adjust the arm position because of the wider chest. Everything is muscular, but I'm not going into details on the limbs. The goal is just to show a bulky, strong figure. And you can see how much we deviate from the original boxy chest, because these boxes aren't there to be followed strictly. They just define the position of the chest, the hips and the abdomen in between. So experiment freely when you flesh out your own cartoon characters. Now the big belly character, as I said, the tummy is round, but everything else stays the same. It's a bit like a pregnant shape or just a bigger belly. It's up to you how you read it. What I wanted to show here is the variety of torsos. I couldn't draw them as interesting or funny as I imagined, but that's the part of the learning process. There are often more complex ideas in your head than what comes out on paper. But if you stick with me, you'll see real progress over time. So subscribe if you want to follow along with these tutorials. But now let's look at the other big guy. This guy's whole body is round, wider chest and hips, a big belly, and if I want to finish him off, I'd also draw wider legs. Now the pose itself isn't that interesting, but it still feels different from the previous one, which is exactly what we wanted. We continue with the lady. We start with the usual body type, but we emphasize the feminine traits by adding the breasts and widening the hips, since women usually have broader hips, as I mentioned before. I'm keeping the same leg position as in the skeleton stage to stay consistent with the original idea. And finally, I'm just boldening the torso line so it's easier to see. And then here's the squirrel-like guy with a flat tummy again. He can eat all the fast food he wants. It won't really change his body, at least not his physics. Try to keep everything as close to the skeleton as possible. His hip bones are visible. He's so skinny, they are sticking out, but the legs are normal for now. When we get to the limbs, preferably in the next episode, I'll show how you can tweak them, for example, on this thin guy, to make the whole character more funny and cartoony. But for now, I don't want to distract from the upper body by adding overly stylized legs here, so just keep them normal. But that's it for now. We've got some pretty different upper body types, and that's the main idea. We exaggerate the torso, the chest, the tummy, and the hips. Next, we'll take our characters for a walk, and that's when arms and legs finally join the party. Until then, keep practicing because practice makes progress and perfection comes after that. See you in the next one.